Good morning. Welcome to None of the Fluff, Only the Facts with Coach Claire Autrey and Yvonne Sandoval.
Good morning.
Good morning, Claire. How are you doing?
Fantastic. And yourself? Are you ready for the 4th?
It's for me, it's just another day. But I'm glad that we have the 4th and that people get to spend time with their family and their friends and enjoy some much needed downtime.
Excellent. Excellent.
Well, I wanted to say excellent start to Coaching 365. Claire kicked off the week with her group coaching, which is on Mondays at 9:30. And I wanted to tell you it was amazing. I was able to sit in and take a look at that session, and what a great group. You're going to want to be a part of this if you're not. It's super exciting. And Claire, tell us about the experience you had on Monday with your group and what came of that. Some of the takeaways.
So, this is what's interesting about the takeaways anytime that we do group coaching. Group coaching is its own entity to where the collaboration that happens between all of the agents. I sit back in the facilitator. However, they are recognizing their lead measures and their lag measures quicker, faster. They're understanding why that they're a business and why their numbers matter and the consistency with their numbers. So I am so extremely excited for them, because what they are learning is if they lag on a part of their lead measures, then their lag measures are not going to measure up. And I know that that is a lot. However, if you want to get more information about that, you need to schedule time with us so that you can understand that and why it's important to your business, because your money-making activities, and within group coaching, their money-making activities are important. And what's nice is seeing you come into the world to see that all of those agents are at all different levels. Some of them are on teams. Some of them aren't. They aren't even all in Florida. They're all over the U.S. And they have this camaraderie with each other to where they know that they have a space where they can bring it and get solutions.
I love that. It was such a great experience, and I really, I had an experience yesterday where I did a realtor listing showcase. So I do this for agents to help them to get the properties that they have listed in front of other agents and brokers and investors to find a buyer for their properties. We do this, I do it once a month, and it's always the first Tuesday of the month. And I was shocked that we had probably a good 20 people who registered. None of the people who registered showed up. And yeah, none of the people who registered showed up. But we had 11 people show up who did not register, all of whom are veteran real estate agents, brokers, and 2 investors. So they were like, they couldn't believe it. They were like, why is this room filled with us, all of us, we've been in the business 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Why are the newbies not in the room? And that is a question I wanted to talk to you about. What came up was some of the broker owners and also the veteran agents, their idea is that the people are putting these properties on social media and saying, okay, I'm done. I've done what I needed to do. I'm selling the property. This is how I'm going to get the property out there. they're not going and doing other things such as bringing those properties in, like I said, in front of other agents, other brokers, and investors. Why do you think there's a lot of what I believe to be apathy going on, and in with especially with people who are new to the industry?
So apathy within the agents or apathy within the market as a whole? Explain
No,
that.
the agents, because the agents are. I believe that we put tools out there, educational classes, masterminds, this show, things like that, and then we find that they're complaining that, oh, I don't have any business right now, and you know obviously coaching and is another aspect of how they could improve that business. But basically what I'm saying is it a mindset issue that's going on?
So I believe that some of it could be mindset. Some of it is not necessarily a mindset. So let's switch this a little bit and think about this. We don't have control of what is being filtered down to our agents within a brokerage firm. Okay, as coaches, you and I both, we coach agents and other businesses that aren't necessarily just one particular firm or one particular industry. So, what we are seeing is a little bit of non support from their companies, which takes them to a place of fear, okay, which is a mindset. They don't have enough training, or they're not seeing the training as a benefit to them. They're just feeling that people are talking at them and they're not trusting the people that are talking to them.
Mhm.
So there's a lot going on. I had this conversation, with another individual yesterday, and it was as if they did not trust what was going on in the industry because nobody really knows what's going to happen with, I mean, let's just go to it. The NAR situation, the DOJ situation, the local MLSs, the local state laws. I mean, it's ad nauseum to the fact that you have multiple lawsuits going on, you have an antitrust, you have certain things that are happening. And I mean, just like we read the Inman report yesterday, right? With the California Association of Realtors and, their big, huge document and, you know, why it's not kind to the consumer. And I do feel that it's our responsibility as being leaders and as coaches. We need to allow these agents and associates and business owners to just take a breath. They don't have to know the answers in all of this.
Mhm.
However, they do need to take some action. And not taking action is an action. It's an action of being still, right? Sometimes we need to be still to figure out what's going to go on. However, that's when your coach comes in. What are the things that I need to be looking at? What are the things that I can be doing right now? And us asking those bigger questions. And I think that you saw yesterday on Monday, some of the questions that I ask are in our group coaching. What are you doing that is making a difference? What can we do to make that better? And each given the collaboration and letting it resonate. And I think right now, some of the newer agents, they're just allowing that to resonate within them because they don't know what to do.
Mhm.
Because a lot of our new agents, not all of them have an entrepreneurial mind to be able to go, well, I don't care what brokerage firm, I just need to get some information. I need to know what's going on. I need to learn all about this. So I mean, there's so much out there right now. I mean, NAR, God bless their hearts, have updated the accredited buyers representation. The I mean, you can get certified for free. The designation isn't free, that's earned. So let's be perfectly honest with that.
Mhm.
The certification is free through NAR to be a buyer's representation or accredited buyer's representative. However, the designation is not. You earn it, and you earn that through serving buyers. Well,
Right.
as us as an industry, we're serving our agents, right? So it's not just about mindset.
Mm.
Sometimes it is. beyond that, sometimes it's like I'm sitting still, I don't know what to do. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that type of mentality. However, they're frozen in fear. And if they don't trust the information that's being given to them, they're just waiting for the information that resonates within them that will make them move.
Well, it's funny, the way that you describe that sounds exactly like the consumer and what they say to the agent of why they're not going to be buying or selling properties right now.
Bingo,
So
point on. Yep.
if the agent is paralyzed, then why are they so shocked that their customers are paralyzed? I,
And
I
yeah,
yeah, the seeking of knowledge is something that is an ongoing process. You wake up this morning and you need to know what's going on in the world. You pick up your phone, you possibly go and scroll through Facebook or Instagram because you want to know what's going on in your world, your sphere. Well, that extends to your business. So for a lot of people out there, they're just mindlessly scrolling through life. And what I think agents, especially, whether you're an agent or if you're a small business owner, it doesn't matter what field you're in. You need to seek out that which is going to build your business. Yeah, go on your social media, have fun, get that meme and laugh. That's all good. But if your consumer is paralyzed and you're paralyzed yourself as an agent, where's the economy going to go? Where are we going with that? So it's important, very, very important that especially through coaching, and I saw this happen with your group on Monday, is that these agents in your group were asking questions. And that to me shows engagement. If a person, whether they're in real estate or any other business, if they're engaged with their industry, they will succeed. So having that coach is to me the difference between a person who's going to be a veteran realtor one day and one who is not.
so this is what's interesting too is when someone engages in any type of coaching, group coaching or mentorship, not training, because training is talking and teaching. When we're engaged, what you will see is that answers come not just from the facilitator. Those answers are more impactful when they're hearing it from a peer sometimes, and it's guided as to a different way to perceive it, you know. And you saw, on our group that multiple answers came from multiple streams and multiple situations where they could look at it. And you just kind of add to that with the questions that people ask today. So if a consumer was to come to you, Yvonne, and say, why do I need a coach? What would you say?
Because I would say to them, well, why would you not need a coach? In all honesty,
Exactly. You answer a question with a question.
yeah. I
You know?
mean, everyone's got a different reason for why they need someone. But I always felt it's like in the self discovery, basically that coach is a mirror, and that you're going to be looking in the mirror. But instead of the mirror showing you what you want to see, it's going to show you what is reality. So all we're going to do is listen to what you have to say, and you're going to hear back what it is you need to hear that you have already expressed. So I think that's why everyone, if someone was to ask me why I need a coach, I said I can't imagine not having one. I couldn't run my business without the input of outside people who have expertise and above mine, and bringing them into my business. I can't fathom doing this on my own. I mean,
Right.
it doesn't make any sense.
And that's what's interesting is when we have been given the opportunity to coach our clients. We as coaches, and I'm going to say this, we as coaches are absolutely filled by what we do when we see others' light bulbs come on. It has nothing to do with listening to our own selves, thinking that we're all that with a cherry on top to give somebody the solution to one of their problems. That
Uh-huh.
is not what that is a therapist. That is not a coach. Sorry, I don't mean anything against therapists because they do have a genuine place in my life.
Absolutely.
However, when we see that self awareness in our customers, in our clients, and that's with, myself, that I still do real estate.
Mhm.
When we see that light bulb come on, that is an instant connection of trust. That is an instant connection of less stress. That is an instant connection in allowing them to take their breath. That is what we do as coaches and as servants in our industry, because I truly believe about being a servant leader. You know that. I'm a full advocate of that. What's interesting is watching the newer agents that sit back and say, I don't have anything going on. And I was like, well, tell me a little bit about that. What have you been doing in your business and how did you get business before? You know?
Exactly.
And they were like, well, I just kind of did this and it kind of catapulted. And I was like, and a lot of them in the beginning, if they were a single agent, it's obvious that open houses worked for them to get buyers in their pipeline. So now they're scared to death to talk to buyers. And I was like, that's ridiculous. You continue to do business, you serve them with greatness. And they were like, well, I just don't know what to tell them when they ask questions. And I was like, well, give me one of the questions and then we'll go through this. Us as human beings, I don't think anybody on this earth expects someone to have all the answers, right? Even if we go to a doctor or an attorney or a financial advisor, we can't expect to be in their office on one particular appointment and then to give us, this is how your financial means is going to be 5 years from now. Well, they can't do that. They don't have enough information. So we're on this information stagnation right now that I feel people are too scared to say anything because they know their license is on the line. Here's the kicker. As long as you're serving the consumer and you're telling them the truth of what you know right now, you can't go wrong.
That's
You
right.
can literally say to somebody, you know what? I may not have the answer to that question right now. However, I can find it for you. How hard is that? I mean, that's
Exactly.
what's so amazing.
Tom Martin, love
I
it. 22-minute conversations about real estate can result in over 100,000 of annual income.
22-minute conversations,
Right.
not 22-minute conversations.
Two.
22-minute conversations. Yes, Tom Martin. And just to let you know, Tom Martin is one of my coaches. And here's
Absolutely.
what's so funny. If you have 5 impactful conversations a day, you will never starve. You will thrive and be able to build legacies beyond your imagination
And he's saying that's per week.
per week.
He's giving us, this is this kind of thing that
That's
we,
when I was like, that's when it breaks it down because I break it down daily because I have a daily habit, right? I must talk to at least 5 people a day. I have to, you
I love
know?
that. I mean, and this is why we do what we do, is we try to help people to find their own way. But there is a formula that we put it out there. You want to do it, you're up to you. You can do it if you want to do it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. Oh, there's Ted.
Hey, Ted. Ted, thank you. You're an amazing human. And oh my gosh, so can we just say this right now?
Sure.
Ted filled my tank today. He posted something on Facebook and it resonates within me because y'all know that I have a strong scripturally based foundation. And I kid you not, he set me on fire. And so I put in quotes, the way that I responded to what he had said. And so go search Ted out on Facebook and read that post. It blew me away.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I mean, we have a sphere of people that here at Coaching 365 that are generous of heart. You're so welcome, Ted. Thank you for supporting and being a part of a Coaching 365. We build a sphere of greatness around us, and you are the product of the five people that you are associate with. So you have a choice. You can choose who those people are, and I wanted to show everyone a little bit about where they can learn more about Claire and all of the coaches of Coaching 365. You can go to getcoaching365.com, and when you go there, you're going to be able to see a couple things here. We've got Claire, and Claire, just to reiterate her background, 18 years in real estate, and serving the Jacksonville area primarily in residential. She's been a native of Florida Panhandle, and has resided in the northeast of Florida since 1994. She does cultivate her coaching around the utilizing of honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. She wants to help you thrive, and of course, in this constant world of change, especially in the real estate industry. But she has been a mentor and a coach for 27 plus years of life coaching, and the last 18 years, as you know, in real estate, pouring into those people who have sought her out, who are looking for a mentor who will empower them, encourage them, and passionately advise them. She also sits on the Agent Advisory Council for and at EXP. And if you go to Get Coaching 365, this is what it looks like. There is a pull down menu on the top left corner, and you'll see Claire Autrey's name right there. And when you go there, you're going to be able to click on her name, and it's going to bring you to her page. The top of her page, right off the bat, as well as all the coaches, that you can find the one that resonates with you, but you can click on the coach, and it'll bring you right to the choices. And they both, all of them actually, give you the way of doing one-on-one private coaching and also group coaching. And I know that Claire does hers on 9:30 on Mondays. Ted offers 2 days per week, and I offer 2 days per week as well. And so does Anidia Marrero. I'm not sure yet. I believe she will be doing group coaching, but she is available for one-on-one as well. So when you click on these buttons, you're going to be able to sign up online without talking to anybody. You don't need to go through anything. You're going to just be able to sign up and become a client. You'll be paying online. You'll be signing a contract. Well, not a contract, but the agreement. There is no contract. This is the best part of the group coaching. It is no contract. Okay, you come in. You I know you're going to love. I know you're going to love what you're doing, but there's no contract. We just want you to get the assistance you need to move your business forward. So Claire, what would one-on-one coaching, because we know group coaching, what that would look like, what would one-on-one coaching look like with you?
So I'm glad you asked that. One on one coaching is a little different than group coaching. One on one coaching is truly digging in to personally find out someone's strengths. So, and I appreciate the fact that at Coaching 365 that any of our future clients can come in and pay for sessions
Yeah,
rather than being trapped into a whole contract. Because
yeah,
let's be real. Okay, if we're leading with revenue and we truly do need to have coaches in our lives, I pay for a coach, you pay for a coach, we all pay for coaching. Sometimes for our agents, it's difficult for it to be tied into a monthly contract. And I appreciate the fact that us at Coaching 365 give breath of that and we can buy sections of sessions.
that's it.
So be it 6 or be it 12, it's up to you. You can use them all in the same week. It it is up to, we allow them to be in the driver's seat on how quickly and how fast they need to do what they need to do. Here's what's different so far as one-on-one coaching. We must dig into where you are right now, what you've done in the past, because I cannot lead you to find your way and your pathway to your next level unless I know your track record. Some people get offended by that. let's take, for instance, some of our newer clients, the ones that are coming on right now. Some of the questions that I ask them is, do you have a business plan? Great. Could I see your last 3 months of your P&Ls? Some of them look at me and they're like, what's a P&L? I was like, great, let's move forward. I'll help you with that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that where we dig in so that they can recognize the fact, as an agent, you are a business owner. You are it. So in those first couple of sessions, we can identify your strengths through your past and present activities so that we can guide you to be set up on the right pathway. And we will dig in. Here's the other kicker. When you have one-on-one coaching, okay, I am not a coach to production. I am a coach to the person. Okay, whatever your goal is, we need to make sure that that counterbalance of life and work are counterbalanced, that we're
Mm-hmm.
not having way in one side or the other side or the other. Each individual client that comes to us for one-on-one coaching is dealt with individually. It is their goals, their needs. It is not our agenda at Coaching 365, which there's nothing wrong with people's different business plans. Okay, one of my great coaches that I follow on Instagram, Coach Pipes. Okay, his big coaching thing is he is going to coach you to be a 7-figure agent. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. If that resonates with some of my clients, go for it. Okay, I don't have a problem with somebody. However, with one-on-one coaching with me in specifics, I teach to the whole person. I don't just practice to production, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I think that the having the personalization of and the intensity and it can get intense of that 1 hour that you're pouring into yourself
Yeah,
with your coach is obviously mental health is an important aspect of life, and I'm a advocate for it. And when you have your time with your therapist, we all know how that really is something that we feel good about, especially after. This is the same thing. Coaching for your business is getting that one-on-one time with somebody that you're going to be able to dig deep. Not the group coaching is wonderful for. I believe it's a good Kickstarter, and it's a great accountability measure. So many agents
it's
are
a
telling
stepping
me,
stone and a pathway.
yeah,
Absolutely. It's a stepping stone and a pathway to be able to affordably understand what
mhm,
coaching can do for you at a minimum level, to be perfectly honest.
absolutely.
And when you see businesses, and let me just preface this, and I'm sorry that I cut you off a little bit, but I wanted to get this out too. Please understand that our clients who have benefited from our coaching, from Coach Claire and Coaching 365, we enjoy coaching to joy. We also enjoy coaching in a sense of allowing someone to understand the capability of them building legacies. If you are looking to be a legend, it's very hard for me to coach you. Let me just say that. I enjoy building legacies with people and building their businesses to the sense of it is about them, their children, and their children's children's futures. Okay. It gets really impactful and I dig really deep. Thank you.
Absolutely. I think that is the way to go. Everybody has to have their outlet. Right now, I know that there's plenty of free education. As a matter of fact, speaking of free education, Claire and I are going to be going on tour. We're going to be doing classes coming up in August and September, both in Jacksonville and in Daytona. I'm going to be coming up with the details of that, but the classes in August are going to both be, whether it's Daytona or Jacksonville, whichever one you want to come to, is going to be the open house secrets revealed. So we're going to be helping people with their open houses and being more purposeful with those and some creative out of the box ideas that'll help you to really bring the joy back in doing those open houses. And then in September, we're going to be doing again in Jacksonville and in Daytona more of a business planning class. We call it the GPS or 135. And you know what? It's already going to be September by that time. Perfect time to start planning for 2025, because you know how long it takes to gear up a plan and get it into action. So you can really get your 2024 to end with a bang. If you haven't been reaching your goals, that's something we're going to be working on in September with you. So in-person events is something that we really are a big proponent of. We love doing the Zoom, and because that's a great way of us speaking to you on a regular basis. But we want to see you come out, and we want to see you in person. So we're going to be on the road on tour. So come out and see us. I'll be giving the details on the Coaching 365 website, as well as the Coaching 365 Facebook page. And I'll be sending out that information to you as well if you're in my database. And if you're not, please email me at Yvonne at getcoaching365.com, and I'll add you to the database. So wanted to just let everyone know, if you want to reach out, you want to learn more about Claire, you want to be in those Monday 9:30 meetings, because you want to start your week right and have your ducks in a row, you can do so by going to the QR code or going to getcoaching365.com/Claire Autrey, and you will be able to get started with her. As I said, super easy. You sign up online. You don't have to talk to anyone, or it's just, you're literally going to click through and you're going to be registered, and you start coaching as soon as you'd like to. We'd love to see you next Monday at 9:30, or check out the coaches and find the one that resonates with you. But get yourself with somebody who's going to help you with your forward momentum. And thank you so much, Claire. And I wish everyone a happy 4th of July. And we will see you next week, next Wednesday at 10 a.m. on None of the Fluff, Only the Facts. All right. Okay. How did you think the show went? We're still live.
We're still live.
Yeah. Just wanted.
We've got a special thing for next week. So if you're still on right now and you're listening, even though our time is up, I've got some cool nuggets that I'm going to share with y'all that will help increase your, not just your business, but your life.
Ooh, well, I like that. So you have to tune in next week, everyone. It's a teaser. Love it. Well, thank you so much, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.